Peter Wright, the dart player, so he can actually be a bit more extrovert, which may have helped him start because he can actually be more confident. Because if you know Peter Wright like we do, this is not the Peter Wright that sits quietly and has a little chat with you in the back room. He's a very quiet man, so it's probably to do a lot with that. He can do what he wants because he's got a mask on. We talked about 180s, and Darryl Gurney helps us out straight away.
Yep, fabulous start from Gurney. Peter Wright very much describes this appearance on stage as his war paint.
85.
Relaxes him. Wayne Mardle used to be the same with his sort of dancing onto the stage, and if you've got the nerve to do all that sort of thing, then the darts is it can work in your favour and relieve a little bit of pressure.
Yes, I don't think if Peter Wright had been anywhere near as good as what he was or is, he would still carry on with this sort of outfit, but he's made himself into a character and he's liked all over the world. I mean, in Japan last year, I mean, it was incredible. He had more fans than Michael Van Gerwen and Phil Taylor put together.
Good for the brand, Peter Wright.
60. That only requirement now would be 64.
Very good darts player with it.
98.
Former World Championship finalist. Last year he was a beaten UK Open finalist. His biggest success remains victory on this European tour. And he's made a good start here with a 76 checkout, 15 dart leg for starters for Peter Wright.
Yeah, Wright's been unlucky not to put a TV event under his belt, to be quite honest. But I think, you know, this year or definitely next year, he will. He's got the game, he's got the bottle, and he's been so close on a number of occasions. That's his first maximum of the match. And we always say, if you're going to hit maximums, hit them against the throat. That's when they do the most damage.
Yeah, it's darts like that I've seen Peter Wright's meteoric rise to the top of world darts.
55.
It's incredible how many times over the last 2 years that Peter Wright's changed his darts as well. He's gone from a straight barrel, then he went to the bomb shape, bulbous shape, whatever you'd like to call it. Then he's gone back, and then the other night in the Premier League he played with
35
points that must have been, I don't know, 3 inches long. They were incredible. I thought they were a spear gun at first.
Yeah, almost just placing the darts in the board.
140.
But it doesn't seem to shake him out of his stride very often, Peter Wright. He seems to be able to change darts and keep the same level of performance.
He does, and that's testament to his mindset that we talk about a lot. You know, that self-belief in your own ability. You know, they talk about it in a lot of sports. And double top there for Wright, and double top it is. 3 double tops in 2 legs, and he's 2-0 up.
Game on.
Well, that's class from Peter Wright. 15 darts to hold, 12 darts to break. Textbook darts from Peter Wright.
100.
Darryl Gurney's best run in a major tournament was last year as well. He reached the semi-finals at the Players' Championship.
Oh, you can see the Peter Wright flights there. Unmistakable flights of Peter Wright.
Was that a photograph on the side of those flights? Just a very good portrait.
100.
We're getting to the business end of this tournament, and Peter Wright must be one of the favourites to go and win this.
Well, you know, you're going to play 4 games today, just as we see Peter Wright put in another 180. You know, 4 games, so the endurance is huge. A little bit of fitness comes into it, and a lot of fitness comes into it. And you would look at the likes of Peter Wright to know that he can keep this standard up all day. He has got a certain Adrian Lewis in the quarterfinals tonight, who's played extremely well.
Gurney looking at a big finish now. And he gets it. Daryl Gurney introduces himself into this match with a 1-3-1 checkout. And all the talk and all the darts were going Peter Wright's way, but Gurney has brought this match back on throw and halved the deficit.
Yeah, superb checkout there from Gurney. The only worry for me of him winning this game was missing doubles, and that will certainly give him the confidence.
Great dart from Wright there.
Yeah, you know that's not going to affect Wright. That's what I like about Peter Wright.
He's only got a lot of fan.
He just gets on with his own game. He's a little bit like James Wade. He plays the dartboard and not the player.
Yeah, Wade got a little bit of a beating today against Benito van der Pas, who seems to be in very good form. Now, he threatened a 9-dart leg yesterday. Peter Wright is threatening one here with 4 perfect darts. Make that 5. Chance of a 9-dart leg here from Peter Wright. 6 darts in the treble 20 bed and 1-4-1 remaining.
Where do you require 141?
Boom.
Well, Peter Wright said rubbish to himself.
100.
Could have been your first 9-darter, Chris.
I hit a 9-darter myself once.
301?
101 actually. We'll say. Double 16 to break back immediately.
Game shown and a full flag.
And that's the most important thing.
5th leg, Peter to throw first.
9 darts, 12 darts, however many darts. It's 1 leg.
You go back to Peter Wright and what changed him to being the player he is today. I mean, it just shows you. I mean, Peter Wright's been playing an awful long time, and look at those averages. 130 on the front line, 112 overall. And Gurney's up there as well. Unbelievable game. So, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, all of a sudden something can change and make you into a great player. You know, you've got to have the ability to start off with. I appreciate that. But Peter Wright was a good dart player, but one of the bunch. Now he's one of the best. So he's obviously changed something. 3 12 darters on the spin.
45.
Yeah, an unmistakable character in the game of darts, Peter Wright. Opted for pink today.
123.
And the crowd love him wherever he goes. I mean, Peter Wright is a player that's been all around the world as a result of his success, and he is adored everywhere. And another maximum.
Yes. Stupendous performance here from Peter Wright.
60. Video required. 53.
Well, he's fired in 5 180s, the last of which has put him on 53 after 12 darts. Needs double top for a 4-1 lead.
33.
Gurney will get a stab at this 116.
Yes, and it was certainly put him back in the game. And he's going to get a dart at double top. He's already taken out 131 for that first leg.
76. Video required 20.
So right now to stamp his authority on this one and does a double 10.
Peter Wright, 6-leg tower to throw first. Game on.
The thing is with Peter Wright, you never see a bad game of darts out of him, do you? You know, if you're going to beat him, you have to play exceptional darts. He doesn't seem to have these bad games as, like, say, a Michael Smith did earlier on. You never see Peter Wright do that. I mean, admittedly, you don't see Michael Van Gerwen's or the others do too many bad games, but, you know, Peter Wright's always that solid. Whatever darts he's using, he's as solid as they come.
Yeah, we've seen some fantastic performances this afternoon, but Peter Wright at the moment is topping the lot.
Yes, he is, and he's still up there. I mean, although Daryl Gurney, he's up there as well. I mean, you're 4-1 down and you're firing in them sort of averages. It just shows you where the game of darts is at the moment.
34.
Another visit with 2 big trebles for Wright. And for Gurney, who leaves 1-6-1. Won't need to go for it.
Daryl, you require 161.
Let's see if he's given that choice. He's not. So just looking to set up the shot. May look at the bullseye, does, and hits it.
90.
Puts the pressure on.
31.
Well, that surprises me, because when he wanted 131 and he hit the 60, he went for the treble 13, double 16. This time he opted for the double top route. Strange.
Well, Wright's hit the bull, so he's got 2 darts at double 16.
50.
But neither find the target.
Daryl, you require 40.
Gurney will get another go at double top.
Game Charter, 6 leg. Daryl Gurney. 7th leg, painted a throw first.
Well, it was only to hold his throw, though. So, advantage to Peter Wright. Peter Wright's just asking Russ if it's him to throw first.
Well, there was a bit of a pause at the end of that leg. Peter seemed to drop a flight or something and then carrying out repairs on his darts in the background. Gurney composed himself, stepped forward, hit the double.
140.
And another solid visit. Level pegging after 3 darts each in the 7th leg.
Well, the averages speak for themselves, both players. It was exceptional from Peter Wright, especially from the front 9 and overall. And Gurney overall is exceptional as well. Not doing a lot wrong is Gurney, but he finds himself 4-2 down.
You mentioned earlier, whoever's going to win this tournament is going to need to win 4 matches today. We've seen some fabulous performances so far. Michael Van Gerwen, Dave Chisnell, Benito van der Pas, Mervyn King, Peter Wright, or whoever wins this match. How do they keep that going?
Well, it's different to player. I mean, some players will stay in the practice room, stay in the arena, and just have a little practice, have a little rest. Other players have gone back to the hotel, especially the players that have played early on, and they'll get a shower, change their shirt, and come back feeling refreshed. But it is hard work to keep getting up for a big game, and then the adrenaline goes. You've got to get up again for it.
97. Peter, you require 111.
1-1-1 is what Peter Wright's looking to wipe off the scoreboard, but doesn't, and Gurney's going to have a chance to break here.
Daryl, you require 20.
This certainly will get Gurney back in this game. And he does. He needs to hold on to his throw now.
8th leg, Daryl to throw first. Game on.
Possibly the first slip up of the whole match for Peter Wright, through 15 darts without having a shot at a double.
Gurney beat Brendan Dolan yesterday.
I don't think it'll be long the way things are going. The Gurney will take over that number 1 spot. Brendan seems to be really on the slide and needs to do something about it. He's changed his starts, we know that, and changed his throw a little bit. But certainly under pressure when Gurney was really pounding him, he kind of lost his way a little bit.
Yeah, Wright recorded a win against Stephen Bunting to get to this stage.
95.
Another player who recently, after a brilliant first year on the tour, is finding it tough at the top.
140.
But Daryl Gurney in an excellent position to level this match. What's Peter Wright got in response? What's Peter Wright got in response? That's what he's got.
136.
Well, he's already taken out 131 on the big 16. You would feel he would come back. However, we have seen Peter Wright take out some great checkouts under pressure.
Well, the 180 was the only thing that could have given him a chance, given him a shot.
129. Darryl, you require 40.
Well, a bit of an anti-climax there. Wright was looking for 6 perfect darts at the end of a leg. And this is for 4 apiece.
It's the only thing that lets Daryl Gurney down. He scores beautifully. However, he does every now and again miss darts at doubles and lets his opponents in. Or is he going to get punished? Well, it's unusual for Peter Wright to let someone off.
Darryl, you require 20.
No, he's got to miss. We say it all the time. He wants to be just on the outside. He doesn't want to split it and have to chase up to the 5s. Oh, well, it doesn't matter about that. It's straight in the middle. 4 legs apiece. Last game of the afternoon session here in Venray. Again, not one spectator has left the arena. Glued
60.
to the stage.
Well, it's the highest quality game of the afternoon as it stands.
135.
And there's been some high quality matches. But both players here averaging over 103.
100.
Have shared 8 legs. And this could still go either way.
Gurney needed a big one there, didn't he? He had chances here to break the throw, but that... We'll have to hope that Wright will not hit a treble. He can only hit 1 now. That finds it. So perhaps 9 darts from 308 from Gurney.
This is exactly what he wants.
138.
Sensible switch. Leaves himself a shot.
What a great reply from Peter Wright. Guarantees himself 1 dart and a double. Gurney now needs to find a treble. Visit without a treble is not going to work really for him, so Peter Wright comes up. And at 1 minute it looked like he was going to lose the throw, and now a 16 for double 16.
32. Darryl, you require 110.
Well, 131 earlier. 110 is looking for now. Hard part done. Harder part to come. But no problem for Gurney in a break of throw. He's now throwing for the match.
10th leg, Darryl to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, you have to say, I think this is one of the... We've seen a lot of great performance from Daryl Gurney over the last year, but this has to go down as the best so far. I mean, he was getting pounded in the early part of the game by Peter Wright, but he stuck in there. He just kept believing that he was going to get it back. And he's got this nice scoring power about him, and it's given him chances, and he's taken them. And now, Peter Wright, well, he is under immense pressure.
Yeah, he beat Gary Anderson in the Players' Championship when he made the semi-finals, but both players averaged in the 80s then. This is something else from Daryl Gurney.
Yeah, I mean, 115, which is both of them on the front nine, and Gurney on 105 is exceptional darts. Well, that's not going to help at all.
The number 2 seed, Michael Smith, departed the tournament. The number 4 seed, James Wade, also left this afternoon.
60.
Peter Wright is a number 3 seed and could be on the verge of elimination.
Oh, left himself a shot out. He's got to hope that Daryl Gurney doesn't hit a treble, and that's a perfect treble. 3 of those would leave a double, and that's the way to set it up when you want one leg to go through to the semi-finals. Now, this is make or break for Peter Wright.
He couldn't, could he? The only way to survive is to hit the 170 checkout, and he can't. So Gurney will come back for double 12 for a place in the last 8. And he gets it. Daryl Gurney sends Peter Wright packing here at the Dutch Darts Masters. A fantastic performance to finish off the afternoon session. There's been some brilliant performances, but Michael van Gerwen will meet Dave Chisnell, Mervyn King will play Benito van der Paas, Mensur Suljovic against Simon Whitlock, and Adrian Lewis will meet Daryl Gurney, who's put in arguably the performance of the afternoon. A 6-4 victory against Peter Wright, 105 the average. What a win for Gurney. He's through to the quarterfinals, and they'll be played out this evening.
Wat een prachtige wedstrijd om de middag mee te beëindigen. Geef hem nog één keer een ongelooflijk applaus. Peter Wright. Well, once again, congratulations. We've seen you play great darts at the back end of last year on the television tournaments. Is this what we know you can do?
Well, I don't know if I can do it day in and day out, but I'm trying my best to do it on this stage, on the Pro Tour, on the UK qualifiers. I'm trying my best to climb my way up the rankings. I don't want to be a player that just is happy to be inside the top 64 in the PDC. I want to climb higher. If I want to make this my job, this is the games I got to win. And against an excellent player in Peter Wright. That man is a proper dart player, and I'm just glad to actually hang in there with him and do all the 180s he was doing. But they actually clinched the game in the last, the way I did there, come back at him. I'm proud of myself. Other than that, I'm out of words, sorry.
Well, I've known you for a couple of years. A couple of years ago, going down in the early phase of the match to Peter, normally you would have, well, I won't say given up, but you'd start shaking your head. You didn't do that this time.
No, you're right. I would have shaken my head. I would have given up. But there's something that I've tried to improve in myself is mentally. I know I can beat everybody. And I've got the scoring power, I've got the finishing that can beat people, but it's whenever you're getting beat, maybe you miss one dart here, one dart there, and they're taking out a big finish. It's trying to be mentally strong after that, and that's the only thing I've really tried to improve in my game this year, is try to be mentally stronger.
Well, Daryl, you're in the quarterfinals. We'll see you back tonight. Dames en heren, in de kwartfinale uit Noord-Ierland, Daryl Gurney. En daarmee zijn alle namen voor de kwartfinale ingevuld in het rijtje En dat betekent dat er een einde is gekomen aan deze middagsessie. We willen u vragen om zo snel mogelijk de hal leeg te maken. Dat kan het makkelijkste via de uitgang aan mijn rechterhand achter in de zaal. Dan halen wij even een lapje over de tafels en de stoelen. En dan kunnen jullie vanaf een uur of 6 er weer fris in. Zijn alle stoelen weer schoon. Ik zou zeggen voor nu...